Alright guys, it's Rohx here. We're pulling out the Panigale. Kinda hot. By kinda hot, I mean like really hot. Oh man. Yeah, at least a good 40 fucking miles, 40 minutes, 40 something. In any case, we're gonna start heading out that way. Go play some laser tag, and after that, come home. Oh man, it's weird having all this extra free time. I don't even know what to do with myself, I can tell you that much. Alright, gotta bring the duck all the way back. Alright. All its majesty, as they say. It's really long. It does not turn very easy, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Alright guys, here we go. I know it's been a while. So, yeah, I've been thinking about it here lately. I got all this footage and all this time, so I'm about to put out a video every single day until I run out of footage. So that being said, we're gonna start on this video. Anyways, this ride right here, we're going out to the I want to say laser tag, and I thought I would start this, you know, closer to where we're going for the bridge and all that cool stuff. I know it's been a while, but man, this Ducati has been crazy. It's fast. It's faster than most bikes here. And you can see I did a little bit to it. I changed up the sprocket in the front. It's closer to like a track gearing, so it accelerates really fast. Let's see, what else did we do? We put bar and mirrors instead of having the ring mirrors. You know, I'm not really sure yet, but I think the weight is literally exactly the same. So, I like the safety of mirrors, but I really didn't like how the Ducati mirrors looked. And they were completely useless when you're riding. They literally would shake so much that you couldn't see anything. So that makes it like worse. So between that, we got the mirror block-offs, which are also turn signals, basically. We don't have the rear turn signals yet. I'm gonna have to replace that light. But that's like another $120 probably. Everything else has been pretty good though. What else did we get? I did the full acro on this, and let me tell you guys, anybody that has one of these bikes, it sucks so bad to install an acro on this. You have to take off like everything. It took like 20 something hours. I mean, I'm sure a skilled person can do it in like 10 hours, but like I was taking my time and taking pictures and make sure everything would go back the way it's supposed to, and holy shit, was that AIDS. So that's it. We got the full acro now. We're probably at like 1,500 miles, honestly. I need to take it in and get like the first checkup for it. Now, I did the oil change myself and changed the filter and all that, but you actually have to have a machine to plug into the bike to tell it, okay, you know, you did the oil change or whatever. So, I need to bring it in and have it looked at. I've been running it really hard, so I mean, taking it up to the rev limiter, holding it on the rev limiter, and I mean like hauling ass. Like not just, you know, maybe a quick little sprint here or there. Especially yesterday. Yeah, I'll have some videos of that. We were fucking flying. Out of all the races though, like I've kind of beat most of the bikes out here. I mean, there's still one that's faster than me. Two that I can think of. That being said though, I thought it'd be nice to get out here and like just get a couple of ride videos. So I think I'm gonna do this. I'll have some raw, like not like very lightly edited. Maybe just edit the sound a little bit because I'm kind of like an audiophile a little bit. I'm gonna post a bunch of the videos of just the rides themselves, you know, because this is really what it's about for me, just getting out and riding. And it took me a little bit to kind of figure that out, but here we are, like year and a half later, you know, 4 different bikes, and I'm arguably on one of the most monstrous bikes you can get on, a Panigale V4. Who would have guessed? Starting at like a 650 and jumping all the way up to a Panigale like a year later, year and a half later. Kind of crazy. But that being said, I know a lot about this bike, and I actually gave it a name. This is the first bike I ever gave a name to, by the way. And, you know, it served me well. And I'll tell you the name too, it's Ruby. Obviously, it's red. I found out a couple things about owning a Panigale in Texas, or just in the South in general. It's really hot, guys. So, like, the only comfortable way to, like, enjoy this bike on long distances is to just go fast. Like, that's it. You don't want to go slow. You want to go fast. Like, the entire time, and the bike loves it, too. This is, like, his favorite thing. I mean, I'm only at probably, like, what, 6,000, 7,000 RPM? It's just relaxing. Yeah, like 6.5. And I wouldn't say this speedo is very accurate. I want to say on here I was on the track gearing, so I went 1 down in the front instead of a 1643. I think is what Ducati is. It's a 1543. Ducati was really tall. Like, it had a top speed of with the RPMs that I had it set at with the tune, which by the way is tuned by Brent Tune, and awesome, guys, phenomenal tune. I think it was somewhere around like 208 to 211 miles per hour with the current RPMs, and the bike has the power to do it too, is the crazy part. And it's something I really noticed. Some of these ZX-10Rs, like, they have really great top end, and that's kind of what they do, right? Well, my bike actually pulls harder than some of the faster ones here, which is kind of crazy on the top end. But I guess that's kind of how Ducati, like, made this bike. Like, if you're gonna pay 28 grand for a bike, it better pull fucking hard. You know, it better do exactly what it's supposed to do. And I think it's really nailed just about everything. So I lowered the bike like an inch, and you would think that I would lose like mobility and it would feel a little heavier or sluggish, but it really doesn't. The bike just, I don't know if they raised the rear end, but it seems like, you know, lowering it really didn't do anything. Like, I feel like I can lean just as much as I normally do. It doesn't feel slow. Now, it doesn't feel like the Honda, where the Honda just like wants to drop in a corner. But it's still very, like, feels planted, but it feels like very connected to the road when you're turning, which most bikes you really don't get that, at least from what I've ridden. I've tried just about everything. I want to try one of the new BMW S1000s. Now, that has always been my dream bike, so for now, I really love this Panigale. This Panigale is just literally amazing. But let's talk real quick. Let's talk about some of the stuff that I think is not very, in my eyes, not very impressive from Ducati. So this bike has like 2 little issues. Someone grinded out the rear subframe bolt there's 4 bolts that hold your subframe into like the frame of the bike. You know, it connects your tail to the bike. Well, someone like over torqued it or whatever and just like ripped all the threads off. So I can't take that subframe off, which one day I want to take off because I want to make it all carbon fiber. I'm trying to make the bike a little lighter, right? So that being said, that's one big fucking negative, and I'm gonna make Ducati fix that, obviously. The other thing is the taillight. The way they designed it, like, it just kind of shakes and jiggles out of place. I don't know why that happens. It's connected exactly the way it's supposed to. I've taken the tail section off and put it back on, and it still slides up, especially at speed, but it doesn't come off. It just hangs, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that about? You know, for something you pay like $30,000 for, that's something that really annoys me. And that being said, you know, Ducati will pay for that too. But you never know where it'll end up, you know. Maybe down the road, I was thinking either like, I don't know if I'll keep this bike. Right now, love it. During the winter time, you're gonna love it. But I'll tell you what, you know, it's really hot where I live, and this is blistering in the heat. Like, if you're not properly hydrated, you're gonna suffer bad. So, and really, like, you'll notice, like, I'm going like 80 here, and the reason why is because it's so fucking hot. And it's the only way to cool down. But I want to get back to putting videos out like this. I want y'all to have plenty of content to where there's always something new to see. Unfortunately, I don't really do any like unique drives. I just kind of go into like the same like couple of sectors that I normally go. I have some stuff from yesterday that was a kind of like a cool group ride, so I'll be putting that up here in the next couple of days. But for now, I'm going to make a couple of videos like this. And we'll just go back to where I started, right? Like, now obviously I'm on a much nicer bike, much more expensive bike. But at least I got free time now. And I was working like 70 to 80 hours a week. And that's how I ended up affording this. Now I was thinking, I almost decided to go for a H2. It would have been the same price. It would have made way more horsepower. Looks like I'm leaning sideways. This is wind. Just trying to cool myself off. It's so fucking hot. Anyways, guys, these videos are probably going to average from like 20 to 30 minutes. Try not to have them too much longer than that, but it's going to be nice open rides like this. And I think that's what we need. Well, I know that's what I like to see. Y'all tell me in the comments below what y'all think about it. And if you made it this far, you're awesome. Because I know this is a long, boring video. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one.
Whew, hot.